So just wanted to tell you guys about the project a bit. So Glen Brook Way will be at 31 West Street, and it will contain 48 rental units. There'll be a mix of 1-bedroom apartments, 2 and 3-bedroom apartments in 4 buildings on this property. One of the buildings will have an elevator, which will make it visitable, most of the units visitable. Each of the buildings will have a community laundry room for residents to use. There'll also be a property manager office on site and also a tot lot for the kiddies. So we plan occupancy for summer 2021, and we'll begin leasing up in the spring of 2021, starting the application process in the spring of 2021. And just to tell you guys about the team a little bit that's behind the scenes handling all of this wonderfulness is Metro West, myself, Jen, and Shayna. Our GC is Del Brook, team is over here. We also have Wendy and Meg, who's our consultant. Who else? We have Merrill, who's our engineer. We have Dana, I believe. Dana's here. And our architect is Mike, who is on his way. So pretty much we just really want to tell you guys we are so excited for this project. It's been an incredible journey. We have had some amazing folks working alongside us in this partnership to get this project up and running, and we cannot express the excitement that we have to see it come to fruition. Many sleepless nights, many conference calls through a pandemic. Here we are today. So just want to express the total excitement and to thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Jen. And actually, this to me really does signify we are on the road, hopefully continues, knock on somewhat wood, to recovery. This is my first official duty here during this COVID-19 time period. But I know how much work has been put into this and how hard Medway has worked to increase its affordable housing. So I really am honored to be here. So thank you, Jen and Claire and all the folks at Metro West Community Development. I want to thank Doug Haven for all of his hard work, and Community Housing Coordinator Bob Ferrari, thank you, as Chair of the Affordable Housing Committee, and Sherry, Chair, Affordable Housing Trust, Michael Boynton, Town Administrator, and the Select Board, especially Glenn Trinade and Dennis Crowley, who I know have been very, very engaged on this project. Barbara St. Andre, Medway's Director of Community and Economic Development, and all the other many, many folks that are here. I want to also acknowledge my friend and partner, Jeff Roy, and for all of his hard work as well. Thank you for inviting me, and I have to say, it's really nice to not be sitting in a Zoom meeting. After the last few months, I've Zoomed and spoken and texted with so many of you, but there's simply, and I think you'd all agree, no substitute to be here in person, so especially in this glorious day. The last 3 months have been unlike anything we've ever known. Municipal leaders like yourselves have faced unprecedented uncertainty. But by being role models for the state and working together, you all in Medway have found a way forward, whether it was moving to virtual learning in your schools, helping staff and folks perform their jobs remotely, or assisting small businesses during this period of shutdown. So thank you for all your efforts that you've made to help keep Medway moving forward so successfully. So Medway, I believe, has a very well-deserved reputation for thinking intentionally, thinking inclusively about its housing options. And again, I thank all of you for that. Glen Brook Way is a friendly 40B in more ways than one. It will be welcoming tenants who are seniors, some of whom have been longtime Medway residents, and they're looking to downsize, but they want to stay within the community that they rightfully love. The development units will also serve households earning at or below 80% of the area's median income. So I want to again thank all of you. This has been such an incredible collaboration, such an incredible collaborative success. And as you've noted, particularly during the pandemic when people aren't meeting in the same way. But the collaboration includes the real tangible things like the town committed $1 million in CPA funds. Metro West Community Development worked with the town to apply for DHCD funding. We're pleased to have helped advocate for the $6 million award. I'm also actually very pleased of the decision to move this a little bit back from the road in order to keep the feeling of greens and open space that Medway is so well known for. So as our Commonwealth continues to deal with the lack of sufficient housing for our citizens across the state, I'm proud of the model right here in Medway that others can look to when planning for their own truly friendly 40B project. And I have to say and end that I really look forward to attending the joyous opening in the end of 2021. So thank you on behalf of my friend and colleague. We are proud to be of whatever assistance we could in this project. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Let it be said there weren't enough speeches at this particular opening, and so I will keep my remarks brief and try to wrap it up and close it. But I will start by saying that serving in the legislature and having such an incredible partner as Senator Spilka, the Senate President, I can tell you I'm the envy of the House because I served in the same district with the Senate President. So God bless you and thank you for all of your support and making things like this continue to happen. And to the Medway officials, your foresight in picking projects and boosting them and putting a personal touch to them is just incredible. I see that over and over and over again. I know that housing is one of the most important issues that you folks have on your plate, and as I look around this audience here today, so many of you have come in and talked to me as a legislator, what can we do to promote more housing? And a project like this fits the bill to the T. So I'm thrilled to be here. I want to congratulate you. Great work. Keep it up, and I look forward to coming back when the place opens. Thank you.
4 years. It was 4 years ago, and it was Doug Hazen, our housing coordinator, met Jennifer at a housing conference. And this was a pivotal moment for us because for years, right, and we've got people here from the Affordable Housing Committee, Bob Ferrari, Allison Slack, you know, people that for like 15, 20 years have been out here trying to push affordable housing, and we struggled. We struggled because we didn't have the expertise. The politics in town, if you talked about apartments, you know, it raised a lot of red flags for people, right? But over the last 4 years, we were able to build consensus around this project to the point where the Board of Selectmen, the Finance Committee, the ZBA, and the CONCOM and the DRC, all of the committees that would have to touch a project like this, all voted unanimous to support this project. So now the challenge is, you know, it doesn't end here. The challenge is to now make this a successful project, to make it that when people drive by, they don't know it's an affordable project. They just look at it as a great place to live and think about, wow, you know, is that something that my family member might be able to partake of? So I thank all of you. I thank Mike and the town, town administrator, our Selectman Chair, John Foresto, Barbara St. Andre from our Community and Economic Development Department, that from day one have taken on this project. And the whole goal was not about what could we pick that's wrong with it. From day one it was, how do we make this happen? And how do we push to get things done? So I am really, really excited, but this again is just the beginning. We look forward to that ribbon cutting when it opens, and then we look forward to making this a vibrant neighborhood within the town of Medway. And thank you very much for coming.
So we're gonna build a great place, Glenn, and we're gonna think about it, or at least I'm gonna think about it, and I invite you all to think about it, as we're building a little bit of the beloved community. Some of you probably know what I'm referring to. So the beloved community was a global vision espoused by Dr. King, in which all people can share in the wealth of the earth. In the beloved community, poverty, hunger, and homelessness will not be tolerated because international standards of human decency will not allow it. Racism and all forms of discrimination, bigotry, and prejudice will be replaced by an all-inclusive spirit of sisterhood and brotherhood. So let's just take a minute and be grateful for the homes that we live in, the roofs over our heads. And let's share that generosity and share that good fortune with the team who's going to build it, the workers who are going to be out there every day. Let's make sure they're safe. They build a great looking place that we're all proud of, and that the residents who live there feel loved. So with that, we're going to put some shovels in some ground.
1, 2, 3.